shave with your right hand, shave with your left. I cut myself. Didn't work. Left hand doesn't work as well as the right. So again, this is the best one I can find for break from the ruts. It's kind of hard to when you're riding a motorbike in the mud like that. You want to be in the rut actually, so break from it though. Stop watching the news. This is the one I want my wife to witness. It's depressing and it's useless. If you're a news junkie, this may be difficult. I haven't watched TV news. Remember, this is him speaking. I haven't watched TV news or read a newspaper regularly in about 2 years. It hasn't hurt me a bit. Anything important, my mom tells me about it. So, something to think about. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. I think you need to watch the news a little bit to keep up with times and what's going on in the world. I would like right now to stop watching political ads. That's my big thing. And I loved yesterday, 9/11, they decided not to have any political ads yesterday. And I didn't get to watch TV all day.
Who wanted to watch that all day though?
So, again, take it for what it's worth. Stop watching the news. Laugh till you cry. How many of you have ever done that? I have, several times. Laughing is one of the best ways to live. Tell jokes and laugh your head off. Watch an awesome comedy. Learn to laugh at anything. Roll on the ground laughing. You'll love it.
That's better.
You can also, the statistics show that's a great way to lose weight by laughing because it builds up your inner metabolism or something. I'm not a medical person for you. People that are or something. Okay, lose control. Not only control over yourself, but control over others. It's a bad habit to try to control others. It will only lead to stress and unhappiness for yourself and those you try to control. Let others live and live for yourself. And lose control of yourself now and then too. Don't push the control button. So. Cry. How many of you cry?
Necessary.
I see the guys not raising Be man enough to admit you cry around
It's
it.
necessary. I don't hold it back. If I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. But
Right.
I'm not gonna cry if I get a cut or something.
I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you a secret in just a second. Men especially tend to hold in our tears, but crying is an amazing release. Cry at sad movies, cry at a funeral, cry when you're hurt, or when somebody you love is hurt. It releases those emotions and allows us to cleanse ourselves. There is one movie that every time I've watched it, and honestly I've probably watched it 50 times at least in my lifetime, at the same point, I don't care what I do, I will start crying. Does anybody have a clue what that movie might be?
The Notebook.
It's an old movie.
Rudy.
It's not a sports related. It's not a sports related movie. It's pretty old, back in the 40s. Some of you don't even. It's a movie called It's a Wonderful Life. I cry, I swear. And everybody, when she rings the bell, when the bell rings at the end, he says, he reads the little thing in the Bible and we'll start crying. If you haven't seen the movie, watch it. I think we'll cry with it. They know how to cry. Yeah, they look a little scared as well as crying.
I scared those babies just to make them cry for the picture.
Sometimes one crying the other will cry too.
Yeah.
Make an awesome dessert. Yeah, that's true with babies. One's crying, they'll all start crying sometimes. I like to make warm, soft chocolate cake with even berries dipped in chocolate. I didn't write that, he did, but I agree. Or crepes with ice cream or fruit or fresh apple pie or homemade chocolate chip cookies or brownies are great. This isn't an everyday thing, but an occasional treat thing, but it's wonderful. My mother now is Granny to my children, and guess what their favorite thing about Granny is? Cookies. She makes cookies every time they come or every time she comes to see us. So, and it is good because I get a couple myself. They look pretty good to eat, so. Try something new every week. I think this is actually the last one, 38. Ask yourself, what new thing shall I try this week? Then be sure to do it. You don't have to learn a new language in 1 week, but seek new experiences. Give it a try. You might decide you want to keep it in your life. So trying something new at least every now and then. Learn how to speak Chinese, Chu will teach you.
Or at least go to a Chinese restaurant and order something different.
Yeah. Buffet.
That's
How do you
what
order
they
something different buffet wise? I gotta tell a funny, I went to, I'd gotten hired at a school district a few years ago, and I went to meet with some teachers, and one of the teachers had a student come in while we were meeting, and we were asking, we were new to the community, so we were asking where a good Chinese restaurant was, or a restaurant in town, and this kid said, oh, the Chinese buffet was this great place to go eat. So learn to speak the language properly. You're learning to paint, so how many of you are artists or musicians or learn something new? So that would take me longer than a week, so a lot longer, so I don't know about that one, but not a good artist. Be in the moment, the last one. Instead of thinking about things you need to do or things that have happened to you or worrying or planning or regretting, think about what you're doing right now. What is around you? What smells and sounds and sights and feelings are you experiencing? So it's basically just saying slow down, experience what's going on around you instead of being running from place to place. Learn to do this as much as possible through meditation, but also through bringing your focus back to the present as much as you can in everything you do. Again, this was written by, giving him credit, Dumb Little Man, Tips for Life. Here's the website. And now we're going to watch a little video.
We're gonna watch a YouTube, but that's you said stuff, isn't it?
I had to do a little research, so I got it. And I learned a lot about sorry. Oops. I don't like non-mouse computers. We'll try to start it over. Good to go.
Full screen too.
I will. Let me get this back. Sorry.
Just click back into the video.
Press the button while you slide it.
Okay. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. Okay, now full screen. We missed the first one a little bit. Makes you think, doesn't it? Made me think. Okay, what we'd like for you to do now is to, on the back side of your pretest is a post-test. Remember to take that. While you're doing that, I'm going to pass out